There's a great excerpt in one of those books about somebody, a crazy cat lady talking in first person.
He's definitely going to have quite a few steady shots to try to keep it kind of balanced out. So I get it. I get the name change.
Okay, here we go. The Lings need to get around this, but the Hellions very well controlled back up.
Man, a lot of damage actually dealt.
Oh, but there's a little counterattack here. I'm getting worried, though, here for Dark's hatchery.
Yeah.
These Roaches are doing nowhere near as much damage. A good surround comes in. Is this actually enough, though?
Ooh, those Cyclones, that is a big part of this army. The fact that he got to kill those off is awesome here for Dark.
One Ghost goes down, the second one very low on HP. A tank in siege mode here is going to drive these Roaches back.
Killing off those Cyclones, keeping that hatch alive, the fact that he's still pressuring here with Ravagers, I'm really liking his position.
Dark's actually going to try to bust this down, punishing the fact that there is a wall in here. In fact, the second wave of Corrosive Biles could actually hit this tank, which is somehow not in range of these Ravagers. It looks funny, but it is in fact not. Second tank comes up here, trying to get these mutas driven out, as there isn't really any anti-air as far as like turrets and things like that. Vikings, anything that can more immediately address the mutas. So great play here. Already 10 kills.
Yeah, and I want to address, actually.
That was a good little timing attack. He got in there, he killed a decent number of workers. TY, I will say, in this game, if we compare this to the Sioux Alive games, I think TY is looking a little bit scarier, though, overall here. Well, I think his push may be more of something that Dark is going to have to respect here.
Well, especially as we get in the later game, he's such a different player from Alive. Like, Alive is kind of a tactical, aggressive player, and then TY is just, like, strategically the best. So as we get later in the game, like, TY actually becomes scarier.
One thing that's different here is the number of ghosts that we have coming out for TY, but a lot of this push also looks the same. Corrosive Bile is actually connecting pretty nicely. I'm trying to figure out what the anti-air here is here for TY.
Well, he's just trying to snipe everything down, but there's great targeting going on by Dark.
There's just way too many Broodlords.
Yeah, the thing is, if those snipes go off, he's fine.
GG.
He's always been like one of our best interviewers here. Already 5 drones dying. It looks like Hellions hit the third base.
Yeah, we're only getting one half of the attack. There was one north of the screenshot here. And we're going to at least get, I think, maybe 12 kills here. In fact, Dark not even moving his workers. And the last Banshee's picked off. But the next attack is already here. God, I'm good. It was 12. And now the Banshee is going to try to evacuate, and it is picked off.
And this is going to be the important thing. Can he cast all of his spells really, really well? Look at that. 4 Evos being made. That's how many Vipers he's making, guys. And
but this big push, this is the big question. I mean, the Spire's not even done yet. It's going to come down a lot to these Vipers.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Awesome plays here.
Okay, here we go. The push is coming in. It's arcing around, harpooning some of those tanks from the high ground. Actually, I think Dark is going to take this fight and take it handedly.
Does look like it. He has to land his Vikings here just to suck up some of this damage. Still a good amount of siege tanks spread out, so he's trading better than it looked like he might.
The income's pretty crazy. A lot of things you can do is when you have a big fight, you figure out what units you killed, and then you decide, okay, I'm going to switch it up and get the exact tech that's going to counter this. And you do that 2 or 3 times. An example is if they go mass Vikings because they killed your Broodlords, you switch into Ultralists, and even if they won the fight, well, they have a bunch of Vikings, that's not good.
Thing is, that's like basically the best you can do late game, right? You use Liberators to zone everything back, and then you use Ghosts.
Not exactly cost efficient. Oh, look out!
A few Creep Tumors.
I'm nuking the Creep Tumors. Okay, so
a lot of Liberators being sent out right now, pushing forward. I love the fact that he went Mech for a while and switched completely into. Normally, if you go Bio, this is your late game comp.
Big fungals here on the Ghost. This is a lot of gas taken out. Oh my God,
he's abducting Ghosts as well. This is awesome.
He's trying to snipe down these Corruptors, but that means the Broodlords are not going to be sniped over here. And we actually have more Hydras on the way, as it seems like Dark is pretty confident he can shoot through this area.
TY having to pull back. TY is like Minsk, man.
Yeah.
He does not care as long as he beats the Zerg.
Okay, here we go. Continuing to gun this down. By the way, this hatchery is hurting. It's super low, and I think the Dark is going to lose his base. I think TY actually might win this in the long run, Artosis.
Yeah, it's looking like it's definitely possible. Dark has a gigantic bank still, so you can't count him out.
Okay, so the Broodlings are coming through. It's critical that Dark wipes this position out, because otherwise TY is going to soak up too many of the resources on the map. So 100% that goes down.
Double medevac drop of Hellions going towards the main base. I guess, you know, the flying units can go back to the main base and deal with those Hellions that are probably Hellbats now.
Yeah.
But he's going to lose a bunch of buildings there in the main base.
Get it! He still has some more left if he wants to use it. Looks like he's a little bit preoccupied trying to get his army up here.
Heal it again!
Get him!
Oh, that +3 attack! And no Greater Spire. Oh, it hurts so much. Well,
nicely done.
Dark can fly in, shoot stuff, and then leave.
So we're actually having the two armies collide here. These infestors need to be careful. Ooh. They can be gunned down so quickly here. The Ghost staying out of fungal range. Is he going to try to come in here and get that? Oh!
Look at those fouls just over and over. Look at this zoning from both sides.
I know, it's really impressive.
Look at this. Now the Ghosts have to back up. They start to go ahead and snipe a lot of these Corruptors.
So already Dark's identified he's probably going to be losing more Corruptors in the fight. He's remaking that. It's funny because you wouldn't think it if you haven't played this a lot, but the Corruptors are super important because they're actually the thing that's going to push this all back.
Now, these Banelings are so important. This is another way you can try to deal with the Ghosts.
As we see, the Broodlords are continuing to come forward now, and the Corruptors wiping out all of these Liberators. This is a huge victory here.
Oh, man.
Again, with the money they have banked up, they can begin to immediately remake this, but this most certainly has been a victory here for Dark.
Anti-armor missile, though. It's funny watching Liberators kill that much with their +2 attack. So that's something to watch. Even though he did really well in that battle, look at his gas count. Sure, he has 8,000 minerals. Minerals won't win in this game. Gas will. Oh,
whoa.
my God.
Wow. So we have the Ghosts coming down now. And the nukes are continuing to hit in this location, just chiseling away.
He's going to get that creep tumor for sure.
Oh, see you in hell, creep tumor.
We've been talking about this, like, watching TY for years now in these late game scenarios where he just sets up with his Ghosts and his Liberators, and Zergs just fail as they attack in. Nice setup here. Dark coming up. This should be the last battle, I would say.
I think you're right. Okay. So we see the Hydras and the Banelings coming in. The Corruptors are mowing down these Liberators.
Yeah,
the Ghosts are being pulled back.
Seriously doing some work right there. The Hydra's coming in, dealing a lot of damage as well. The Ghosts staying alive, though. This is the big problem. A few Banes and one Infestor left over. Let's see what these spells can do.
Fungal. He's already fungaled a few.
Oh, my God. Anti-armor upon these Broodlords, but where's that? The 3-3 Ghosts. Maybe they
need to actually kill him. 2 more left. Yeah. That's it. GG. Not a fast army from TY.
Yeah.
Then again, it does a lot of damage. And it seems like, in fact, TY is going to move up here. So we're going to have an engage here no matter what, unless TY decides to turn around. And I don't think he's going to do that.
Yeah, and TY is deciding to attack that 6th base location from Dark. Again, you can kind of set up on the high ground there.
The only other realistic base Dark can take this one at the bottom. Oh, he just now takes that as I'm finishing that sentence.
Some more Ducks, actually. I really like these Abducts. He's playing slowly with the 2 Vipers. We saw previously he made like 6 Vipers and just kind of like abducted everything throughout some blinding clouds, things like that.
All right, the Hellions the Hellbats are now being pushed back with these clouds coming over these tanks. The Hydras are doing a lot of damage, but there's still a large number of tanks in the back. And unlike some of the other games we've seen, I wonder if this is going to be a similar situation to the last game. We're already seeing the tech, especially from Terran, go in that direction. Where TY has just set up this impenetrable defense and is going to exploit the fact that since Zerg grow at a faster rate than Terran, generally speaking, that Zerg's going to mine out sooner and have to rely on these exterior bases. Now, this base, I think, will be a free kill, for sure.
It definitely looks like that. Look at how many mules and SCVs were here as well. That was actually a big chunk of economy for TY.
This is an interesting addition. Look at this, Artosis.
Yeah, some Swarm hosts coming out. I'm really liking this change-up from before. A very large bank in the last game didn't end up working out, but this game he's using like very different tools as well. Nice steady shots coming out.
We have the first engage over here. And not a ton here to defend, although I don't think this is going to do a crazy amount of damage. I mean,
basically dried up at that point.
It's possible he may neglect ghosts, in which case maybe an Ultra Switch would surprise him.
Well, I think also having every tech available when you get banks this big, you never know. Like you were talking about before, based upon what you kill from your opponent, suddenly you might be able to just remax. Like if you kill the ghost somehow, oh man, just make a bunch of Ultra, sure. Mind and Nidus. at this point. Like, I feel like when you get this late into the game...
and we have no more expansions on the map. Dark's going to try to go up through the north, and it looks like he's going to send his Broodlords here to the south. Now, the Banelings can blow up the workers and the CC. TY made the executive call to get rid of some of those workers, saying this map's going to be mined out later on anyways. And now we have TY's army moving down to the south, whereas Dark's army is actually up here in the north. If both players have a ton of minerals...
That might be the move.
Oh my god.
That might be the move.
Oh... Why?
Oh my god.
Boom!
That is a big move right there. Oh my god, the Fungal's going out, the Baneling's rolling in! Awesome move! Oh my god! Oh, beautiful. Dark, you're so handsome.
That was so technical. That took out a fifth of the, about a fifth of the supply there.
Killed 12 ghosts with that.
That's
10 ghosts
huge.
are not going to deal with 20 Broodlords very quickly. Well,
and the fact that TY sacked a lot of workers here to get a bigger army means he can't remine that location as effectively, which means they're really not clear on how robust the ability to regain economy is here. Yeah. Again, another big win. Okay, TY is going to try to come in here and smash this base. There is a Ling counterattack at the very bottom center.
Now the dance begins. The Broodlord's coming forward. The Ghosts are going to have to go up and use their steady shot here. Oh, anti-armor missile. This is, well, I mean, if you're not going to really attack them.
Does he actually have real anti-air, though? I mean, the number of Broodlings that can litter the map here is kind of crazy.
They try to get forward.
The Corruptors are coming in. I think Dark has the right comp. TY's falling apart, 112 to 190.
Oh my god, so many anti-armor missiles. All of the splash damage here could definitely do a lot.
Ooh, go Fungals!
That Fungal's just crazy. TY's supply just plummeting right now.
Oh, Dark is so sick. He's continuing to push through. Fungals now on the Ghosts.
Oh, but the Ghost's getting a few spells off here as well.
Oh, but this is a crazy technical takedown right now.
TY still has a bank. He can remake a lot of this. A lot of these steady shots actually starting to get off at this point. His Hellions doing a great job tanking.
Yeah, but it's going to be a little bit before he has an army out here.
Such chills.
That was such a technical takedown.
Oh my god. Okay, so this dance that we just saw, like, once enough Broodlings were attacking the Hellbats in the front, he was able to move in his Infestors to get Fungals off, because the Liberators were attacking Broodlings and things. Like, there are so many little things that went on that battle on both sides. These two just is so evenly matched.
You know, he's actually got to the point where he's taking out the barracks that are making the Ghosts. So, the attack coming down here now. At the bottom, it's just so many Broodlords. Is there enough anti-air? All of the gas that TY has spent, a lot of it's gone into these Ghosts. These Ghosts have to get the right snipes off. TY is no longer mining once again.
Having a very hard time actually doing this.
Taking out the remaining SCVs, TY with about 10 workers remaining.
Well, there's not really that much stuff that actually hits air here. So.
Well, the thing is, there's going to be Banelings coming in here as well. I think this may be the beginning of the end, Artos. I think Dark's done the impossible, and he's broken what looked to be an impenetrable TY.
Yeah? This is pretty crazy. Dark has so much supply right now, very little bank left.
Look at how conservative he is with the Banelings, too.
He's being very, very careful. He knows that this could actually turn still. It's not over till you've killed the Ghosts.
Yep. The Ghosts just barely not taken out, but there's really nothing else to get in the way.
Say it's over now.
Yeah, I think that's it. Especially with TY having one worker left in this entire game. Dark also still with a pretty good amount of supply.
All right, this
has been such a sick game.
Yeah, this has been like crazy.
I think the most epic game we've had here
this season
to start this off. Yeah, for sure. Really nicely done, and we still have 3 more best of 3s to go after this, so we got a lot more fun tonight. For a little bit, I thought we were like in the 4th or the 5th.
I know, right? It feels
best of 3 because it went on for
this
so
is a
long.
Match, isn't it?
GG.
Oh man,
Dark actually did it. That was an insane game.